Everybody, this is Matthew Simmons. We know him as Laundromat. Matt, how long have you been in the business?
Been in the laundry business since, that's a good question. It's been
Your whole life?
My whole life. My parents opened up a family laundromat in the 1990s, so I grew up all around it and started the Curbside laundry software in 2015 because we needed something to maintain and control the process, help eliminate mistakes, help with wash and fold and pick up and delivery.
What's it like working with your brother?
It's great. I mean, we get along great, and we've been working together for now about 10 years, which is wild.
So when you have an argument, you don't have your parents to break you up anymore. You guys kind of sort it out on your own?
You know, a lot of times, sometimes we'll have a difference of opinion, which is great because that way it's two minds, it's not one. Mm-hmm. And, you don't always agree. And so a lot of times we will communicate, and a lot of times things just self-resolve like over the next day or two, and then we'll come together. Our best decisions are the hardest ones to make, where I want to do this, he wants to do that, and then we realize he's right and I'm right. We both have great, approaches, or, it's a complicated problem, and then we come up with a better solution. So it really helps having a business partner.
I noticed that you both have your own lane. You're more of the extrovert, and he's an introvert, and it seems to work out very well.
Yeah, I consider myself more of a social introvert, so because I am.
I didn't notice.
But I do like sharing information. I like working with other people, and it's just the laundry community is amazing. Just love it.
Now you have a great YouTube channel.
Right. It's youtube.com/Curbside Laundries. And I interview different successful laundry owners. It really has inspired. My favorite part is now, because I've been doing it for a little while, a lot of people are on the show with their successful businesses. Mm-hmm. They found out about laundry through the podcast, and now they're on the show. So it's made the full loop. Now
this is a question that you might not be able to answer, but who's the most successful story who has joined Curbside Laundries that you've seen, like has just exploded and grown just because they never had software before? So I think you're right here. So this is the old wash house over in Branson, Missouri, and what's incredible is I was talking to the owner, Kyle, and he was just deciding, do I want to get into it or not? And he's had many other successful businesses, and he's taken, and so he attributes a lot to Curbside Laundries. We got him into the business, and if you look around this operation, I mean, this is beyond imagination. And he's just put so much heart and love into it, and as a result, he's just kicking ass. Now this is West Coast Matt, is what I call him. He lives in Long Beach, and he runs his entire operation out of Long Beach. And so you're traveling, selling your software, going to trade shows. What are you seeing? What's the buzz out there in the laundromat industry right now? So wash and fold, it's so exciting because it's always, my favorite question is, what is next? And so a lot of times when we first got started, 2015, 2017, people were just looking to get wash and fold to help pay for the attendant. And if you look around, there's so many people who are now just making their living off of the wash and fold side of things. So I got my laundromat, what's next? Wash and fold. I'm doing wash and fold, what's next? Pick up and delivery. I'm doing pick up and delivery, what's next? Commercial. And if you look around, this operation, this is purely commercial, and he's doing wash and fold for hotels, motels, all different types of businesses, so it's really exciting to see. And I've talked to a lot of our clients who are doing laundry pickup and delivery. They're seeing a lot of growth on the commercial side. I still see it as the Wild West in terms of opportunity, because even as big as this place is, it is a boutique operation compared to Cintas. Okay, so Cintas can't touch this place in terms of flexibility and agility and being able to meet the needs of consumers. So if this place, is still considered boutique compared to the Cintas, think about the mom and pop laundromats. There's still this huge opportunity to get all this commercial business because there are very few people meeting the needs. What's next for Curbside software?
For Curbside software, we're making some exciting innovations. We have brought the development in-house, which has increased our flexibility. It's increased the rate of development. We've been hiring nonstop. We just had a new developer start about a week and a half ago. So we are just like pedal to the metal. And Aaron and I were in a demo. Every Thursday, our developers show off what's coming next, and we're just blown away. The stuff that's going to be coming out the door, we're going to be hitting a new rate of production in terms of new features, helping our clients make more money.
When you go to these trade shows, I call them mini clean shows. You meet a lot of people out there, and how many haven't bought into software at all?
Yeah, that's a good question. It's hitting more awareness because of like podcasts like yours, Splashmouth, and just the word of mouth is getting great, which is I think like almost like a feeder system into these shows, into the community. Because what really blew my mind was the recent interview I did is James Monroe, Wilmington, North Carolina, and he was so educated about the whole industry before he even got started. So there's like a new wave of owners who are connected to all of us because of channels like yours, and then what comes next? And one of the things that comes next is, hey, I like to meet other owners in person. And so people are coming to these different shows, whether it's national scale, the Wash, Dry, Fold conferences, it could be the Curbside conference, we've got another one coming up, or it could just be, the local show. And some of them, like Teeters, did such a great job as in Indianapolis, and they pulled in speakers, they pulled in, guests, they had the booths, and my favorite part about it was just talking to other laundry owners.
I've gone to several laundromats, and people don't have software at all, and they tell me it's not going to benefit them. But I can tell you firsthand, when we were doing this from the beginning, we were paper and pencil. I can't believe how much an advantage people have today to even jump on software and to just scale their business immediately. And then I see people talk about prices, like they'll talk about their wash, dry, fold prices in California to Kentucky. Well, the prices are going to be different. And everybody wants to ask me about price. What are your thoughts on people talking about pricing?
It's great to talk about pricing with somebody local to you,
Correct.
Not national, because every market is different. New York, it's closer to $1. In California, where we're at, it's about $2 a pound. So geography makes a huge difference. And to your point about getting software, a lot of people, it's interesting. They feel that, hey, I'll wait until I'm busier, and they keep waiting until they're busier. And why aren't they busier? It's because they don't have software.
Yes.
One of the reasons why my brother and I started Curbside Laundries is because we're in the business and we needed software to help manage the wash and fold process. We were making mistakes here and there, and we knew we needed to digitize it. And a lot of the software is originally designed that's already out there, is designed for dry cleaners, or it's trying to do everything. And ours is solely focused on wash and fold for laundromats. And so I think that gives us a competitive advantage. Another thing is we're looking at the whole business. Our goal is to help our clients be successful, make more money, and streamline operations. And so when we provide a software solution, we're also looking at how do they get customers? What's the customer journey look like? How do you get customers order again and again? And so we're looking at more like a relationship management system. So even though behind the scenes it's tracking how many pounds your attendants are washing, productivity, our reports, our clients keep telling us you have the best reports. Well, there's a reason for that. We're in the business. We want the software to answer certain questions, and guess what? Our clients want to know the answers to the same questions. One of our clients, probably shouldn't say this, they switched temporarily because they're offered free software from somebody else. So it's like, hey, it's free. How could I say no to that? Well, so I
can answer that.
So they got that software. We get a call back about 3 months later. Matt, we need to switch back to Curbside. And could you get that back up? And I'm like, what happened? And he goes, everything looked beautiful on the outside, but we weren't able to run our business on it. So when you're getting software, if you're in the tire industry, don't get laundromat software. If you're in the laundry industry, don't get dry cleaning software. And then when you do make the choice, a key differential is, are they in the business? We're drinking our own Kool-Aid. This is stuff we know if we come up with a certain feature, it's going to make us more money. So we're just focused on how do we streamline operations, how do we make more money, and then we provide the same tools to our clients.
We used Clover. It was awful. It was awful because they're not laundromat people doing laundromats, but we were able to go. When we went to the Curbside conference, we got to tour Super Suds. We got to see firsthand. So anybody who hasn't had software, they got to see firsthand exactly how you guys process everything, how it goes, how your flow and how it goes through the system. Now, being here is totally different than what most people do. But if you're just starting out and you are just trying to start a pickup and delivery business and do residential, I mean, your software works for residential, commercial. It allows you to scale, and we personally love it. And I don't know where we would be without Curbside personally. And I don't like to give you too many compliments, but that's the truth.
Yeah, that's, I've talked to so many different laundry owners, and a lot of times, when we're talking to laundry owners or they're looking for software, we'll ask, hey, how many pounds are you doing? Do you have any commercial accounts? And I'd say overwhelmingly, most people don't. But if you look at Curbside Laundry clients, a lot of them do, and there's a reason. We're looking at the entire customer journey. How do those commercial clients find out about the laundromat? How do they fill out how do they convey it? And then even afterwards, we have a very robust commercial billing module that automatically sends out invoices, automatically collects payments. I mean, this stuff used to be another job, and now it's totally automated.
Yeah, and now to go to one more thing, you started the Curbside Laundry Conference, and you're going to start doing that every 2 years. Now, that was probably the best conference I've been to, and I like how you had all of the vendors inside the room so we could all go see what people had to offer, so no one was left behind. So there wasn't a bad spot for a vendor. And then when you're sitting there watching the speakers, you could kind of glance your eye and say, oh, I'm going to go to that booth when I'm finished here. And so no one felt cheated or slighted as being a vendor. But with that being said, you're going to be doing your show every 2 years, and I mean, your show was remarkable. Are you going to do anything different?
Yeah, thank you for that. So, I felt we're going to be doing it every 2 years, as you mentioned. We already have reservations for next year. I think one of the big differences is now it's a known commodity. We knew it was going to be great. We had great speakers, and thank you for speaking there, and we had other fantastic speakers as well. The key was all of the speakers were in the business. So this wasn't theory. This was actually laundry owners who have they were sharing their secrets to success. So that was one of the big secrets. Another one, like you mentioned, the vendors. We made everything approachable. And the third thing was, and even the vendors commented. They said this was the best audience we've seen because it's all people doing laundry pickup and delivery. So it made a world of difference.
Do you have any other hobbies besides laundry?
Laundry is a big one. I'd say when I'm not focused on laundry and wash and fold and podcasting, I'd say another big one is my kids' tennis. They're both into tennis. I love watching them play. It's super exciting.
Outstanding. So how old are your kids?
So my son's 13, daughter's 16. High school and junior high.
Little kids, little problems. Big kids, big problems.
Yeah, the problems are getting bigger, but it's more fun too.
Outstanding. Well, thank you, Matt. It's always a pleasure speaking with you, and
Absolutely.
I consider you my friend.
Same here.
More than someone I'm purchasing from, because I mean, we're in this masterminds group, but not only that, I talk to you on the phone probably once every other week, and we always have some great conversations, and I've learned a lot from you, and I thank you for it.
Well, and the feeling's mutual, and I've learned a lot from you. Scaling your businesses with as many laundromats as you have, and so you're up to like 9 and then the processing center. You've had to learn how to scale your business, and a lot of people, myself included, it's hard when it's just one, right?
It is. One's harder, I think.
Yes, I've learned a lot as far as how to grow your business, how to scale, how to create systems so you're not slave to your business, that the business is working for you versus the other way around.
Outstanding. Well, thanks for all you do, Matt.
Great, thank you.
Appreciate it.